Yes, I'm taking my baby off of my mind.
Maybe this is you too. A lot of people do not like their health plan right now, and they're worried they're stuck with it. One that costs too much or doesn't meet their needs, or for whatever reason, they're just not happy with it. If that is you, some great news.
This is your WCMP Volleyball Game of the Week. Let's head out to the court.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of volleyball here on WCMP. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's Great River Conference matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Mille Raiders. Playoffs are just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the final regular season game for both of these teams. Both these teams getting set to go here. Of course, right now in the conference, Pine City sits at 4th, Bram 3rd. And I believe, actually, looking at it now, Bram surpassed Mille after Mille fell in 3 straight games to Bram, Rush City, and Hinckley Finlayson. So right now, in the Great River Conference, Bram sits at 2 with Rush City in that first place. They have taken that Great River Conference ground, has Rush City, but Mille and Pine City kind of duking it out tonight here for that 3rd spot. And if they both win, or if Pine City wins, I believe they'll be tied. If Mille wins, they will take that 3rd spot. And all depending on what Bram is able to do tonight as well. If they win tonight, Bram will have that 2nd spot locked up, and if not, Mille could tie them for that 2nd spot in the Great River Conference standings at the end of the regular season, of course, after the conclusion of tonight's game. The entire conference finishing up tonight, and then playoffs, as I mentioned, just a little ways away for Pine City in Section 7 AA. They are sitting at 4th right now, and with that standing, if that holds throughout tonight and into next week, they will play a home game on October 27th against the 5th seed, who is currently Moose Lake Willow River. So again, if Pine City can hold on to that 4th spot in Section 7 AA, they will hold on and play at home on October 27th against Moose Lake Willow River. More than likely for Mille right now, they are the 2nd place team in Section 5 Single A Pod D. They're split up into 4 pods, A, B, C, and D, and they are the 2nd place team in Pod D underneath Bram. And with that, how that would go, and if that holds on, they will play host to the number 3 seed, who is currently Ogilvie, and they would play Ogilvie at home if that were to stand as well. Bram would get East Central at home as well, and then they would move on to play, if they both win, at Aiken High School. That is where the next round would take place, and so on and so forth. But we'll get there when we get there. Of course, we have tonight's game to get through first, and then everything gets crazy. Then we got to figure out the final standings, conference standings, everything of that nature. So it's going to take all of tonight, and I'm sure the rest of the week, for the QRF standings to get finalized and the section tournaments to get placed, and every team to find their place in that section tournament. So we'll have to wait. But of course, tonight is the final night for regular season of volleyball. Tomorrow will conclude the entire regular season for fall sports as football gets finished up. But it is senior night tonight here in Pine City. They will be honoring the 2 seniors, Megan Mako and Samantha Tacker. Mako, a senior here, she says that she plans on becoming a physical therapist and possibly an athletic trainer as well, and she currently plans to attend the University of North Dakota. As for Samantha Tacker, she says she plans on becoming a vet tech in the future. So good luck to both of the seniors on their future endeavors, and good luck tonight as well to both of these teams. I have had this one kind of circled on my calendar since the beginning of the season, as these 2 teams played last year at for the season finale And the Dragons fell to Onamia, who was not the co-op of Mille Lacs at the time because they were not together last year. It had just been formed this year. Mille Lacs, the co-op of Isle and Onamia. And Onamia got the victory over Pine City last year. I believe it was 3-0. So Pine City looking to switch things up here this year, looking to get back on the winning side against Mille Lacs. And that would certainly help things and for sure keep them at that 4th spot. I don't think there's a way that they will give up that 4th seed right now. I think they're stuck in that seed, but it all depends. There's so much shaken up tonight, and we will have to wait for the end of the night, and again, possibly the end of the week to find out where everyone is placed. But stay tuned to WCMP as we will get you all that info when we can. The WCMP Morning Show with Joshua Miron at 7:45, 8:45, or the KBEK Morning Show with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. We're going to get our starting lineups and our national anthem when we come back. We'll be set for volleyball. You're listening to Volleyball on WCMP.
Score! Froggies is the place to be on game day because they've got free drawings for prizes every quarter for Minnesota football games. Located in beautiful downtown Pine City, Froggies is where food, friends, and family come together, especially for game day. Open every day at 11 a.m. with the best daily specials around. Follow them on Facebook for the latest happenings and upcoming events. It's always hoppin' at Froggies.
Lake State Repair in Rush City performs all types of repairs and maintenance services for your truck and trailers, including Class 8 trucks and trailers. When looking for a local company with friendly staff that goes above and beyond to help you, it's going to be Lake State Repair in Rush City. They also can do your annual DOT inspections. So what are you waiting for? Get that repair done with Lake State Repair. Call them at 320-358-3195. Like them on Facebook today, Lake State Repair.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
When something is important to you, you'll do anything to make sure it's protected. You want someone you know, someone you trust to help you take care of it. That's why you need to work with Pine Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. With over 50 years combined experience, let the experts at Pine Insurance Agency help you protect what's important. Whether it's your home, car, farm, insurance, or loved ones, call them today to set up a free, no-obligation quote. Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Pine Insurance Agency, located in a Northridge Center in Pine City.
Water. You use it every day to cook and clean, take showers, do laundry, and of course, drink it. Whether it's city or well water, you shouldn't have to worry about what's in it. Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, takes the worry away. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut fixes problem water, leaving you with amazing water you can trust. To set up your free water analysis and learn more about our 25% off sale, visit ConnecticutMN.com today. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Wellia Health is the leading provider of healthcare in East Central Minnesota, offering services to Mora, Pine City, Hinckley, and the surrounding communities. We have the always welcoming care you've come to expect close to home, with cutting-edge technology and multitude of specialty services, so you can receive the medical care you need when you need it. Live life well with Wellia Health. WelliaHealth.org.
Did you know that Franzen Bank and Trust is a Minnesota-owned company? And they're one of the largest community banks around. That's a great combination. As a community bank, they're dedicated to their customers and the communities they serve. You might say they're big enough to help, small enough to care. Last March, they provided $20,000 in grants to 6 different Minnesota communities. They also processed well over 1,700 PPP loans, allowing local small businesses to keep their employees on the payroll during the pandemic. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Pine Technical and Community College is celebrating College Knowledge Month the whole month of October. Are you still undecided about where or what you want to go to school for? You are not alone. You are part of the 75% of American college students who are undecided or change their major at least once. Pine Technical and Community College will be hosting a series of events throughout the month to help you get prepared. Are you ready to make the choice to change your future? Visit pine.edu/College Knowledge Month.
Who remembers the Awesome Burger? It's back at your favorite A&W family restaurant in Pine City. A 1/3 pound bacon double cheeseburger topped with American cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and topped with our awesome crunchy golden brown onion rings. Make it a combo with hot seasoned french fries and a drink. Don't forget to top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer all in a frosty mug. Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W family restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP, we are getting set to start. Getting ready for first serve here in Pine City. Your starting lineups here for the visiting Mille Raiders will be number 1, Ashley Strang, number 3, Jenna Carlson, number 4, Katie Rockel, number 7, Gabby Perkio, number 8, Ava Rogers, number 10, Abby Beanick, she is the libero, and number 19, Shayla Nikwanebe. For the Pine City Dragons, starting for them tonight will be number 2, Abby Agard, number 3, Chloe Lind, 5, Arissa Rydberg, number 12, Madison Bombard, number 10, Emma Hermanson, number 11, Sage Staber, and number 18, Carly Jusak. This should be a very good game between these two teams. Again, I've had this one circled on my calendar for a while, as the last time they played, it was Onamia. Not yet a co-op between them and Isle, who took the victory in convincing fashion over Pine City. And that helped Onamia grab a piece of that conference crown last year. But this year, neither team is going to be able to capture the crown. But still an important game for these two teams, still a win on the line. And it should be a good one. These two teams play so hard out on the court. It should be another good one here this evening. Of course, this is the final regular season game for volleyball before they move on to sections. Getting our lineups out there to begin with. Looks like a little bit of confusion on one side. But we've got it figured out. Rest are down there helping them out. Again, senior night tonight for the Pine City Dragons. Samantha Tacker is not here for the Dragons as she is out sick, so hopefully she's able to get better soon. Had a couple players say some nice words for Samantha Tacker and Megan Mako. Pine City will start tonight with the serve. Here in set number 1, it is Sage Staber back to serve. And the serve is over. This one is dug up by Beanick to Rogers, and Strang looks for the kill, But it goes long, and it is going to be the opening point for Pine City. Staber with the serve once again. It's dug up by Bieniek to Rogers and Nikwanebe. Across, and it's blocked at the net by Chloe Lind. Lind with a beautiful block there. Right where to be. And Staber with another serve. Oh, miscommunication between Rockel and Nikwanebe, and that falls right between them. An ace for Staber, and that makes it 3-0 in favor of the Dragons. Staber again, the serve. This one to Nikwanebe. She digs it up cleanly, and Schrang looks for the kill. Just a nice tap over, dug up by Agard, and Lind looking for the kill. Oh, it finds its way behind Rockel for the kill. Chloe Lind took a little something off of that one, too. Perfect placement with that, as it just got over Rockel. Looks like we're going to get a substitution here for the Raiders. Ava Rogers comes out. Caitlin Scheck will go in for her. And Faith Larson will check in for Katie Rockel. Four to nothing, the lead for Pine City early set number one. Sage Staber with the serve, and this one's into the net. So that will stop the scoring for Pine City, and Mille Lacs gets on the board. Checks out. In for her is Ava Rogers, and she'll go back to serve now for the Raiders. Her serve is over, dug up by Staber. Now to Jusak, will set. Lind will hit it over, and we're going to get a double hit. Double hit call on Jusak, and that gives the point back over to Mille Lacs. Ava Rogers, the serve is over, dug up by Bombard. Now to Rydberg, to Lind. Lind will hit this one. Nikwanebe gets the dig and hit on over by Strang, dug up by Staber. Now to Rydberg again for the set, and Agard looks for the kill, dug up nicely by Bieniek. To Rogers, and Perkia will just tap it across. Staber keeps it alive, and nice job by Rydberg to keep it alive as well with the set pushed across by Staber. Mille Lacs now has it on the dig, and then just tapped across by Perkio, kept alive again by the Dragons. Lind will get this one across. Raiders have it. Strang looking for the kill. She just taps it across. Jusak gets it back across and then hit out of bounds by Perkio. And that'll be a point for the Dragons. Nice volley there by both of these teams. It's very good hustle. Keeping that alive on both sides. Back to serve now for Pine City is Abby Agard. Serve is over, dug up by Bieniek for the Raiders. And Strang looks for the kill. Dug up by Bombard, but a little too far off of her hit for any of her teammates to go and get. And that's going to be a point for the Raiders. 5-3. Pine City with the lead. It's Ashley Strang now back to serve. Serve is over, dug up by Staber. To Rydberg for the set. Jusak looks for the kill. Bieniek gets the dig. Rocco looks for the kill, but it is tapped at the net by Lind, kept alive, and now Lind will look for the kill on the other side, but it's dug up by Bieniek. And, oh, nearly a miscommunication as Strang gets this one across. Bombard keeps it alive, and Lind will hit it back across. Bieniek with the diving dig. Keeping it alive is Ava Rogers, now hitting it back across as Bieniek kept alive here by Lind. And Lind, no Jusak, goes for it, but it's blocked at the net by the Raiders. Rydberg will now look for the kill. Kept alive by Bieniek, tapped across by Perkio. And the Dragons have it. It's Jusak who'll just tap it across. Ava Rogers keeps it alive at the net. Nikwanebe and Rockel to Rogers, and Perkio will get it back across for the Raiders. Agard with the dig for the Dragons. Lind will look for the kill. Bieniek right there for the dig. This one's across. Lind will look for the kill, but is it long? It is. It's a little bit long on the hit. Nice placement on the hit by Lind, but just a little long. And Mille Lacs draws back within one. It's Abby Bieniek, the Raiders libero, back to serve. Serve is dug up by Staber. And Bombard hit across by Agard. Strang with the dig. Nikwanebe looks for the kill. Oh, that's just out. That was a close one. I like this the spot where Nikwanebe was trying to get that one, but just a little too far out of bounds. It's 6-4 Pine City. Chloe Lind back to serve for the Dragons. Serve is up and it is over. Beanick with the dig to Strang, and Beanick will get it back across. Now Rydberg with the set. Jusak looks for the kill off of the block at the net, and Pine City gets that point, 7-4. Ball back to Lynn now as she gets ready to serve. With the 7-4 lead, serve is over. Beanick with the dig to Rogers, and Nikwanebe looks for the kill. That one is out, and it's 8-4. Lind gets set, throws up the ball, runs up to it, gets it across, and Nikwanebe will just tap it across. Jusak there for the dig to Rydberg with the set, and Hermanson looking for the kill. Kept alive by Beanick, but that's into the stands. And it's 9-4 now in favor of Pine City, and that is going to bring out the first timeout for Mille Lacs. And while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Volleyball on WCMP.
A Lennox heat pump from Dale's Heating and Appliance is the perfect solution to your summer cooling and spring or fall heating needs. With rebates up to $1,250 from East Central Energy, now is the best time to have the energy experts from Dale's install a Lennox heat pump in your home. Visit the showroom in downtown Pine City or online at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask about rebates from East Central Energy today. Dale's Heating and Appliance, where consistent comfort is key.
Back here, both teams just about set to get back out of the timeout. There's the whistle, and both teams get set to break their huddle. Pine City with a 9-4 lead right now in set number 1. Both teams make their way back out onto the court. Lynn gets set. And the serve is over. Beanick with the dig, and that's going to go near the out of bounds, but keeping it alive are the Raiders, and then Beanick finally gets it back over the net. Dragons now have it, and Hermanson will look for the kill. That's off of Beanick, and that's going to go a little too far. No one's going to be able to catch up with it, and Pine City scores, and it's 10-4. Beanick with the diving dig attempt. It was just a little too far off of her hit, and no teammates are able to catch up with it. Lind has it and gets set for another serve. Lind, the serve is over, and that's an ace. Rocco looked like she kind of ducked it a little bit. I think she might have been expecting Beanick to go after it there, but that was not the case. Beanick kind of thought Rocco was going to get it, so just a little bit of miscommunication between the two. It's 11-4 Pine City. Lind with the serve. This one's dug up by Rocco this time to Rogers, and Strang will hit it back across. Agard with the dig to Rydberg, and Jusak looks for the kill. It's off of a fingertip, I think, at the net of the Raiders. I think they got a fingertip on it, maybe two, but it's off the block and then down, and it's 12-4 Pine City. Lind with the serve. Dug up by Rocco to Rogers. Oh, and it hits the pole that holds the net upright. And that makes it 13-4. Rogers was going to go after it. Couldn't do much, though, as that one was already into the net. Lind with the serve. It's again over. Strang with the dig to Rogers. And looking for the kill there was Carlson, but kept alive by Lind. And Jusak will get it back across. Beanick with the dig now for the Raiders. Ava Rogers with the set. Nikwanebe for the kill. It is long. Oh, they're going to say a Dragon got a fingertip on it, because otherwise it was long, but the Dragons get a fingertip on it, and that will give a point back to Mille Lacs, 13-5. Nikwanebe, give her credit for the kill. And back to serve is Katie Rockel. Her serve is over, dug up by Agard. Jusak and Rydberg both go after it. Staber pushes it across. Beanick with the dig. And hit across by the Raiders. Rydberg will just tap this one across. Strang is right there, though, for the dig. Nick Winebe looking for the kill again, and this is blocked by Emma Hermanson at the net. And she'll get a point back for Pine City. 14-5. Rocco checks out, and for her is Faith Larson. Arissa Rydberg back to serve for Pine City. Her serve is over, dug up by Sheck to Strang. And Nick Winebe hits it over. Lind is there for the dig. Rydberg's with the set. And Jusak looks for the kill, and wow, she got everything on that one. And it's 15-5 Pine City. Jusak was able to square that one up cleanly. And Rydberg will go back to serve. The serve is over, dug up by Strang. Larson and Nick Winebe at the net. Emma Hermanson again will just tap it back on across and help the Dragons now to a 16-5 lead. Rydberg, left-handed serve is over. Strang with the dig. Faith Larson and hit across by Sheck. Dug up by Lind. Now to Rydberg. And Staber will hit it back across. Dug up by Beanick for the Raiders. Larson and Sheck looks for the kill. Dug up by Agard. Rydberg gets the set. And Hermanson will push it across. Larson gets the dig. Carlson, Nick Winebe across. And that is out of bounds. 17-5 the score in favor of Pine City. Set number one. Arissa Rydberg with the left-handed serve. Dug up by Sheck. To Larson. And Nick Winebe looks for the kill, but dug up by Rydberg. And Jusak looks for the kill again. Beanick there for the dig. And Caitlin Sheck looks for the kill. This one is long. And it's 18-5, Pine City. Arissa Rydberg. Serve is, just long. And that'll give a point back to Mille Lacs. They trail 18-6. It's going to be Shayla Nick Winebe to serve. Her serve is over. Lind has to dive after, but she gets the dig back across the net. Hermanson taps it. It touches the top of the net. Hermanson then taps it back across for the kill. That was a weird sequence there, a little bit off the dig. It goes back across and tapped just back across. It hangs on the net for a second. Raiders get it up, and then Hermanson just taps it back down to the court. And it's 19-6. We're going to get something situated at the scorer's table before we get this next serve. Looks like maybe a substitution was called wrong or something. They're looking at the roster card, it looks like. Well, it looks like they get it figured out there at the scorer's table. 19-6 as Carly Jusak gets set to serve. Ref gives an explanation to Marsha Balder, the Mille Lacs Raiders coach, and now they're going to go back to the scorer's table here. Thinking this might be a substitution. Something got written wrong. Maybe someone was substituted who wasn't supposed to be, or they wrote down the wrong number. That can happen. I do that plenty myself. I call the wrong number, and it winds up being a different number. But key is that they go and fix it. That's why you have these conversations at the scorer's table, and they're doing a good job. They want to make sure everything is right. Now, in terms of a game standpoint and momentum-wise, for Pine City, they have all of it right now. A stop like this could slow things down. You hope not. You can hope after this break that they have that they'll come back out with all the momentum they just had, and this doesn't deter them. But, you know, this is kind of like a timeout in essence for both teams. Jusak with the serve. It is over. Beanick gets low for that one as she gets the dig. Strang will look for the kill, and that's off of Hermanson, and Strang with the kill. Ashley Strang, she has a very tough swing, and when she gets everything on it, man, there's not too many people who can catch up with it. Jenna Carlson Now to serve for Mille Lacs. Her serve is dug up by Jusak for the Dragons. Hermanson will hit it back across. It's off of a Mille Lacs defender. That is actually Strang, who went for the block, but it goes off of her fingers out of bounds. And Pine City takes a 20-7 lead. Hermanson, give her credit on that one as she goes back to serve. And her serve goes into the net, and it will go back to Mille Lacs, 20-8. Ava Rogers will check in for Caitlin Scheck. Looks like Katie Rocco will also substitute in, and she will bring out Faith Larson. Emma Hermanson checks out in for her as Madison Bombard. Ava Rogers is back to serve for Mille Lacs. Her serve is up. It is over. Dug up by Staber. Rydberg goes after it with the set, and Agard looking for the kill. Nikwanebe gets the dig. Perkio with the set. Rocco looking for the kill. Kept alive by Agard off the block from Lind, and they'll have to get this one across. Jusak will get it across. Beanick with the dig. Rogers, this is at the net, and Staber gets the kill. Just had a really good angle on that one for Staber. Lax was all the way across the net, but she was able to get that one at a diagonal of where they weren't, like exactly direct opposite angle of where they were not. Staber with the serve. It is over, dug up by Strang. And Perkio will tap it across. Rydberg with the dig, and Rydberg will get the hit across. This is off of Beanick. It's going to hit the wall of the gym. And that'll be another point for Pine City, 22-8. Here's set number 1. Sage Staber back to serve. It is up, and it is over. Nikwanebe gets the dig. Rocco looking for the kill, but it is blocked by Lind and Rydberg right there at the net. That makes it 23-8 in favor of the Dragons here in set number 1. Sage Staber with the serve. Dug up by Nikwanebe. To Rogers now. And Strang will hit it back across. This is dug up by Bombard to Rydberg. And Lind will have a chance at it, and she gets the kill. Ava Rogers went after it, but unable to get the dig. And it is set point for Pine City, 24-8. They lead. Staber with the serve. Beanick with the dig. Goes into the net, and that is down. And that will be it for set number 1. Pine City takes the first set 25-8 over the Mille Lacs Raiders. We'll take commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for set number 2 here in Pine City. You're listening to Volleyball on WCMP.
Score! Froggies is the place to be on game day because they've got free drawings for prizes every quarter for Minnesota football games. Located in beautiful downtown Pine City, Froggies is where food, friends, and family come together, especially for game day. Open every day at 11 a.m. with the best daily specials around. Follow them on Facebook for the latest happenings and upcoming events. It's always hoppin' at Froggies.
Lake State Repair in Rush City performs all types of repairs and maintenance services for your truck and trailers, including Class 8 trucks and trailers. When looking for a local company with friendly staff that goes above and beyond to help you, it's going to be Lake State Repair in Rush City. They also can do your annual DOT inspections. So what are you waiting for? Get that repair done with Lake State Repair. Call them at 320-358-3195. Like them on Facebook today, Lake State Repair.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Back here in Pine City High School, the site for tonight's volleyball matchup, the WCMP Volleyball Game of the Week on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and online at WCMPradio.com. Got some breaking news for everybody if you haven't seen it. The Dragons tennis individuals are finished up there in Virginia. Ella Sell has earned a trip to the state tournament in the singles department as she earned a second place finish up there at singles. So she will be headed to the state tournament for both team and the singles. So congratulations there to LSL. The doubles team of Addison Sell and Allison Unverzat took third. So a good finish there for the tennis team. A really good finish for them as a team. They'll be going to state, and LSL has also punched her ticket to state for the individual tournament. So congratulations to the Pine City girls tennis team. They are on a roll this year. Again, I think they've only lost one head-to-head matchup, and that was against Pequot Lakes, 4-3. Both teams get back out onto the court, and we get set ready for set number 2. Mille Lacs will serve to begin this set. And going back to serve will be Faith Larson. So Faith Larson gets set to serve for the Raiders as Pine City has a 1-0 lead. And the serve is over for Larson, but it's a little bit too long. And Pine City will get the first points here in set number 2. Agard with the serve, dug up by Bieniek to Larson, and it's tapped down by Jusak as that one neared the net. And it's quickly 2-0 here for Pine City. Agard's serve goes off the net, diving dig by Bieniek keeps it alive. Nikwanebe with the push across. Lynn to Rydberg for the kill, but it's blocked at the net. Strang has another chance at it. She gets it across. Lynn will keep it alive. Rydberg will just push it across. And it's kept alive by the Raiders. Strang again tipped at the net by Rydberg. Dug up by Staber. And now Lynn looks for the kill. And she'll get the kill on this near side. And it's 3-0 in set number 2. Abby Agard gets set to serve. Serve is over. Dug up by Bieniek. Nearing the net. It goes off the net. Faith Larson tried to keep it alive, but that's so tough when it gets close to the net like that. You've either got to go down and try and get it off the ricochet or go after it aggressively and hope not to touch the net, because if you touch the net, well, it goes back to the other team anyway. So that's a tough one for Larson. Agard with another serve. Bieniek with another dig. Larson and Rocco looks for the kill. It touches the net. I'm not sure if a Dragon got a hand on it or not. They may have, but either way, it's a point for Pine City. 5-0. The Dragons with the lead. Agard, another serve that is dug up by Bieniek. Larson and Nikwanebe looks for the kill. Dug up by Agard. Rydberg all the way across court with the set. Lynn looks for the kill. Nikwanebe with a nice dig. And Larson going after it, and somehow they kept it alive for 3 hits. But before it went into the referee's stand there, but they dove after it 3 separate times and kept it alive. And now leads 6-0. Agard, another serve, but this one goes into the net. Berkio thought that one was coming right at her. As if it got over the net, it was probably coming at her. 6-1. It's Strang with the serve. And Bombard dives after it, but not in time. And give Ashley Strang an ace. Strang gets set for another serve. The serve is up, and this one is into the net. And I've done a lot of both Mille Lacs and Pine City games, and that might be the first time Strang has served the ball into the net this year. She does a very good job at the serve line. 7-2, Dragons with the lead, set number 2. Lind with the serve now. And it's down for an ace right in front of Ashley Strang. That one looked like it was going to carry just enough to where Strang could get a piece of it, but unfortunately that took a nosedive right in front of her. And it's an ace for Chloe Lind. And Lind with the 8-2 serve. Beanick dives after it, and then it drives right into Perkio. Perkio was standing with her back to it, so she really had no idea it was coming to her, and I don't blame her. That one was a missile as she was kind of standing with her back to it, kind of on her side, and just really had no option there to try and get it. 9-2 is the lead for Pine City. The Mille Lacs Raiders take a timeout. They trail here in set number 2 and trail 1-0 as Pine City got the victory in set number 1, 25-8. It's a dominating performance there by the Dragons as last week. They had a tough setback last week. They played 2 of the top teams in this conference in Rush City and Bram, and it was a tough match on Tuesday against Rush City as it went 4 sets, but it looked like that 4th set was going to go the way of the Dragons. They led, I think, by as much as 6 or 8 at one point, but unfortunately could not pull it out there. And because I think if it went to a 5th set, Pine City may have stole it, but give Rush City credit, they came back from a deficit and got the victory. Meanwhile, Lynn will get ready to serve, and her serve is just out. Perkio will check out. In for her is Jenna Carlson, and back to serve is Abby Beanick. Beanick's serve is over, dug up by Agard. Rydberg with the set, and Hermanson looks for the kill. Strang got a piece of it, but not enough as she dives after it. And it's a 10-3 lead for Pine City. Arissa Rydberg with the left-handed serve. It gets over. Beanick with the dig. Hermanson looking for the kill. I think that's Staber who actually got it. So the dig went right back to the net, and Staber was right there ready for it. And she just hits it. She didn't even put a lot on it, just enough to get down for the point, 11-3. And kept alive by the Raiders. They did a nice job, and then Faith Larson puts a little too much juice on that one, as that hit goes well out of bounds. And it's 12-3 the lead for Pine City. Rydberg, and just out. Nice spot for that one, but Rydberg serve just goes a little bit long. Caitlin Scheck will check in for Faith Larson, and going back to serve will be Katie Rockel. Rockel's serve is over. Agard with the dig to Rydberg, and Staber will look for the kill. Beanick keeps it alive. Rockel and Strang will look for the kill, but this one goes into the net. And a point for Pine City, 13-4. Rockel checks out. In for her is Ava Rogers. Going back to serve now for the Pine City Dragons is Carly Jusak. Jusak's serve is over. Strang with the dig to Rogers. Nikwinebe looks for the kill off of Jusak, and that's going to go backwards, out of bounds. And the Raiders will get one back there, 13-5. Nikwinebe, give her credit for that point, and she will go back to serve. For the Raiders, the serve is over, dug up by Jusak to Rydberg. And Hermanson will hit it back across. Nikwinebe there for the dig. Rogers with the set. Strang looks for the kill. Oh, and this one goes into the net as well. 14-5, Pine City. Hermanson checks out for Pine City. In for her will be Madison Bombard, and Bombard will go back to serve. Bombard. Oh, that one goes into the net. And the Raiders get a point back there. Going back to serve now for the Mille Lacs Raiders is Jenna Carlson. Gabby Perkio checks in for Abby Beanick. And Carlson's serve is over, dug up by Bombard to Rydberg with the set. Staber looking for the kill. That is just a little bit long. So the Raiders have cut the lead in half. Oh, wait. they're going to say the Raiders got a fingertip on it. So they say the Raiders got a fingertip on it. I didn't see it. I thought that was long, but that's why the refs are there. Staber with the serve, and this goes into the net. So 15-7. And Caitlin Scheck will go back to serve here for the Raiders. Katie Rocco will check in for Ava Rogers. Scheck's serve is over. Dug up by Jusak to Rydberg with the set. Lynn looking for the kill, and just great placement with that hit. 16-7, Pine City. Faith Larson checking in for the Raiders, and she'll come in for Caitlin Scheck. Back to serve for Pine City is Abby Agard. Agard's serve is over. Beanick with the dig for the Raiders. And Perkia will just tap it across Jusak. Got a piece of it, just to keep it alive. Lynn will tap it back across. Now the Raiders have it. Strang looking for the kill. That's blocked at the net by Lynn, and it will roll down to the court. And that makes it 16-8. So the Raiders have cut the lead in half. Strang goes back to serve. And the serve is dug up by Agard. Staber goes after it as it nears the bleachers. Rydberg gets it across. Now Strang with the dig, and Perkia will just tap it across for the Raiders. Dragons have it, and looking for the kill is Jusak, but it's dug up by Strang. Now to Larson. Rocco looks for the kill. Locked at the net, kept alive though by Rydberg. Lynn looks for the kill on their side, and Lynn will get it. And that makes it 17-8. Hermanson now in for Bombard on the side of the Dragons. It's Chloe Lynn back to serve. Lynn gets set. Runs up on it. The serve is well long. And that makes it 17-9. Abby Beanick goes back to serve now for the Raiders. Perkio checked out. Beanick's serve hits the net. And point back for Pine City, 18-9, the lead in set number 2. Rydberg will go back to serve now for the Pine City Dragons. Her left-handed serve is over. It carried a little bit, but Beanick got the dig. And Jenna Carlson looks for the kill. Dug up, blocked at the net. And we're going to get a whistle on Pine City. Not sure the whistle, but that'll make it 10-18. Check in for Faith Larson. And Rocco back to serve. Pine City leads 1-0, and 18-10 here in set number 2. Rocco serve is dug up by Agard, and Staber looks for the kill. It's blocked and goes out of bounds. And a point back for Pine City, 19-10. We're going to get Rocco out. Ava Rogers in. And now to serve for the Dragons is Carly Jusak, as her team leads 19-10 in set number 2. The serve is over, dug up by Strang. Ava Rogers, now Nikwinebe looks for the kill, but Rydberg is there for the dig. With the set is Lind, and Staber hits it back across. Beanick with the dig. Nikwinebe again looking for the kill. Blocked at the net by Hermanson and kept alive by the Dragons. Hit back across by Rydberg. Nikwinebe again looks for the kill, but this one goes long. And it's 20-10. We will have Maggie Smetna check in for Sage Staber. And Jusak again gets set to serve. Serve is over, dug up by the Raiders. And this is hit across by Nikwinebe. Diving dig from Rydberg back across for the Raiders. And Scheck will get it across now. Pine City has it. And Agard looks for the kill. Beanick keeps it alive. Nice dig by Beanick, and Scheck again looks for the kill. Dug up this time by Jusak. Rydberg is there for it. And hitting it across is Agard. Beanick once again there for the Raiders. Ava Rogers, now Nikwanebe, and this off the block. Rydberg gets the dig. And we're going to get a whistle on the Raiders, and now it's 21-10 in favor of the Dragons. Jusak's serve is over. Oh, and trying to run up on it was Sheck, but just missing it. And that makes it 22-10, and the Raiders are going to call their second timeout here in set number 2. And while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the WCMP Volleyball Game of the Week.
When something is important to you, you'll do anything to make sure it's protected. You want someone you know, someone you trust to help you take care of it. That's why you need to work with Pine Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. With over 50 years combined experience, let the experts at Pine Insurance Agency help you protect what's important, whether it's your home, car, farm, insurance, or loved ones. Call them today to set up a free, no-obligation quote. Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Pine Insurance Agency, located in a Northridge Center in Pine City.
Back here in set number 2, the Dragons have the lead 22-10. Dragons lead 1-0. And Summer Thiemann will now check in for the Dragons. Agard checks out. 22-10, Carly Jusak readies the serve. And it is over. Strang is there for the dig to Rogers. And a hit from Carlson, dug up by Rydberg, nearing the net. Hermanson just taps it over. Nikwanebe back across. And this is at the net, tapped down by Nikwanebe. And that will be a point for the Raiders. 22-11. Nikwanebe back to serve. Serve is over, dug up by Jusak. Oh, it goes off her fingertips backwards, but Lind is there to keep it alive. Rydberg hits it back across. Beanick with the dig. Rogers and Strang looks for the kill, but it's blocked at the net, kept alive by Lind. Rydberg with the set. Thiemann looks for the kill, and it's touched by Nikwanebe. Ava Rogers keeps it alive, and hit by Carlson, keeping it alive off the block. And Lind will get it for the Dragons now. Maggie Smetna looks for the kill, but it goes into the net. Make it 22-12. She had a good spot. She had the spot she wanted lined up, but unfortunately hits that one into the net. And a point for the Raiders. Nikwanebe with the serve over. Dug up by Lind. Keeping it alive is Rydberg, and hitting it across is Thiemann. Beanick now with the dig. Ava Rogers. Ashley Strang gets set. Diving dig from Lind, but it's going to go out of bounds across the net, 22-13. Surprised that Lind was able to keep up with that hit from Strang, but she was able to. 22-13. Nikwanebe with the serve. Oh, and that's in. Thiemann watched it go. She thought it was going to be out, but unfortunately that stays in for an ace for Nikwanebe. And her serve again is over. Lind on the diving dig, but her teammates unable to catch up with it, and it's 22-15. Nikwanebe's serve over once again. Lind again diving for it. This time Rydberg keeps it alive. Hermanson looks for the kill off the net, kept alive by Ava Rogers. Or excuse me, that was Sheck. Nikwanebe pushes it across. Smetna with the dig. Rydberg with the set. And Smetna looks for the kill. This time it's off the net. Nearing the net again. Strang tries to get it over, but it hits the net and goes down. And Pine City will finally get a point back. Looked like the Raiders were going to mount a comeback. They're still very possible. Still a lot of time left in set number 2 for them to do just that. Hermanson gets set now. For the serve, it is over. Beanick with the dig. To Rogers. Strang lines this one up. It's on the net. Off the block from the Dragons. Pushed across by Rydberg. And now Beanick with the dig. And just in front of Rogers. She's unable to get to it. And it's 24-15. Set point for Pine City. Hermanson with the serve. It is over. Nick Winebe gets the dig, nearing that out of bounds line. Ava Rogers keeps it alive. Carlson with the push across. Hermanson with the dig to Ryberg for the set. Lynn looking for the kill, and Bina gets it. Oh, and she got it to Caitlin Scheck, but unable to keep that one alive, and it's down, and Pine City will take set number 2, 25-15. So we head to the third set with Pine City leading 2-0. You're listening to the Volleyball Game of the Week here on WCMP.
Water. You use it every day to cook and clean, take showers, do laundry, and of course, drink it. Whether it's city or well water, you shouldn't have to worry about what's in it. Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, takes the worry away. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut fixes problem water, leaving you with amazing water you can trust. To set up your free water analysis and learn more about our 25% off sale, visit ConnecticutMN.com today. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Wellia Health is the leading provider of healthcare in East Central Minnesota, offering services to Mora, Pine City, Hinckley, and the surrounding communities. We have the always welcoming care you've come to expect close to home, with cutting-edge technology and multitude of specialty services, so you can receive the medical care you need when you need it. Live life well with Wellia Health. WelliaHealth.org.
Back at Pine City High School, site for tonight's volleyball game, and we are getting ready for set number 3 between the Mille Lacs Raiders and the Pine City Dragons. We're still in between sets here, at about a minute left in the break. Raiders still getting their words of strategy from their head coach, Marcia Balder. Pine City back out onto the court, ready to get going again. Pine City looking to end the season with a win, as are the Mille Lacs Raiders. Both these teams had tough weeks last week, losing conference games. Never fun to lose, especially when they're conference games. But these two teams have played so hard during the regular season and look to end it that way as well, as they have here tonight. Again, it is the end of the regular season after tonight's game for volleyball. Then we'll head to the section playoffs, and then football ends their regular season tomorrow here in Pine City. Mora comes to town. A very good rivalry game tomorrow. Be sure to tune in on 106.5 FM. I believe we're going to simulcast it as well on 95.5, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. And also on 100.9 FM, Rush City, undefeated at 7-0, will host none other than undefeated Moose Lake Willow River. So this is going to be a crazy end to the regular season for all the local teams in the listening area. So excited to see how the season ends for each and every one of them. As again, it should be a very good and crazy ending. And it's always interesting to kind of see the teams when you know they're getting ready for the end of their regular season, just to see kind of the stuff they'll maybe pull out, or some of the things that they'll do or try to do, see what works for the playoffs. And you know, Bram has come on as of late. They are a very hot team right now in the Great River Conference in volleyball. Of course, their football team had a big win last week, so they are looking to continue that. The Bram volleyball team is here tonight. They host Hinckley Finlayson. Hinckley Finlayson are a good team as well, though, and that's the thing with this conference. You can never count any team out. Sage Staber will start the serve in the third set for Pine City. Ava Rogers keeps it alive, but unfortunately she's unable to stay from under the net. And that's a point for Pine City. Ava Rogers, she did a good job of getting up to that one, but unable to stay across the line. Her and Strang have a laugh about it as Staber gets the serve back over. Nick Winebe gets the dig, but it goes into the bleachers on the opposite side. And it's 2-0 Pine City. Ball back in for Staber. And her serve is up and over. Nikwanebe again with the dig. Rogers now Strang lines this one up. Somehow kept alive did the Dragons. And Rydberg will get it back across. Nikwanebe again with the dig. Rogers, she'll just tap this one across. Jusak is there for the dig. Rydberg now looking for the kill is Agar, but it sails. And the Raiders get one back, and it's 2-1. Ava Rogers will be back to serve for Mille Lacs. Rogers' serve is over, dug up by Bombard to Rydberg. She just taps it across, and Raiders are going to get a point here. They're calling a double hit. I didn't see it. That was a clean hit, but 2-2 now. Serve is over. Bombard again with the dig to Rydberg. And Lynn looks for the kill. This is off of Beanick. It goes into one of the banners, the girls' 1,000-point scorer banner. And Lind with a heater on that kill. Makes it 3-2 for Pine City. Abby Agard back to serve. And her serve, it goes off the net. And somehow the Raiders are able to keep it alive off the diving dig. And Jusak will line up this one. Nikwanebe on the dive again, keeps it alive. And Perkio will get it back across. Lind with the dig for Pine City. And, miscommunication as Jusak does wind up getting to it for the Dragons back across. And Strang looks to line it up, blocked at the net by Lind. And Rydberg, and now diving for it is Agar just to keep it alive for the Dragons. Jusak again back across. Nikwanebe can't get to it in time. She kind of had an open hand trying to get it. And again, you got to be careful with an open hand one, because if you lift at all, they're going to call a lift, and it's going to be a point for the other team. So I think she tried to pull back and get her fist out, but just not enough time for her to do that. That's a tough one for her. Agard, the serve, just gets over. Strang with the dig to Rogers. Beanick will get it back across, and that's going to go just a tad long as it sails out of bounds. 5-2, Pine City. Agard with the serve. Strang, one-handed, keeps it alive, but it gets into the net. And again, another tough spot there for Ava Rogers to try and get the set, as Strang got the dig, but it sailed towards the net, and then Ava Rogers trying to keep from going under the net and past the line. Strang again with the dig off the serve. Nikwanebe just pushes it across. Staber with the dig. Lind looking for the kill, and that kill is right in front of Beanick. That's so tough. I can't imagine trying to get a dig like that, because it looks like it's coming for you, and then it just kind of tails off at the end and nosedives. That's a tough one for Beanick as Agar gets set for the serve again. Beanick, speaking of, she gets the serve into the net this time, but kept alive by Rogers. Hit across by the Raiders, and then off a block. Ikwanebe tried to get it back into play for the Raiders. That had some nasty spin on it. And it's Pine City 8-2 now. Agard with the serve. Dug up by Nikwanebe. Rogers. This is back across the net. Lind and Rydberg are there for it. Not sure who got the hit on it, but either way, Pine City scores, and it's 9-2. And the Raiders are going to call a timeout here. And while they do, we'll take a quick timeout to hear a word from our fine sponsors.
Did you know that Franzen Bank and Trust is a Minnesota-owned company? And they're one of the largest community banks around. That's a great combination. As a community bank, they're dedicated to their customers and the communities they serve. You might say they're big enough to help, small enough to care. Last March, they provided $20,000 in grants to 6 different Minnesota communities. They also processed well over 1,700 PPP loans, allowing local small businesses to keep their employees on the payroll during the pandemic. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Getting ready to come out of the timeout. Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. WCMPradio.com. Dragons with a 9-2 lead in set number 3. Raiders. There's the buzzer, and they'll break their huddle. 9-2 the lead again for Pine City, and Abby Agard will ready to serve. Agard serve is over, dug up by Rockel. Ava Rogers, and Strang gets it back across. Bombard with the dig, and Jusak looks for the kill. Goes off the net. And down for a point for the Dragons. That's another one that's one of those that is just so tough to kind of judge at where it's going when it hits the net and makes its way over. Especially when you get a direct hit off the net like Jusak just did. Serve over, Beanick with the dig. Strang looks for the kill. It's blocked at the net, but kept alive by Bombard. She gets a piece of it. And Jusak looks for the kill again. Blocked at the net by the Raiders. Dig by the Dragons. Now Nick Wanebe diving for it. Keeps it alive for the Raiders. Hit back across by Rockel. Staber to Rydberg for the set. Lynn coming up on it. Looks for the kill. She gets the kill just past the outstretched diving arm of Beanick. And it's 11-2 Pine City. City leads 2 sets to none. Serve over, dug up by Beanick once again. To Rogers, and oh, that's a tough one. Rocco was nearing the bleachers, and that's almost too tough of an angle to ask to get it back across the net. Would have almost had to carry it just to curve it back. So unfortunately, that's down. 12-2 the lead for the Dragons. Serve is dug up by Nick Wanebe. Rockel there, but cannot get enough on it as it nears the net, and it's 13-2 now. Pine City. Abby Agard readies the serve once again. Serve is long this time. That'll make it 13-3. Ashley Strang back to serve for Mille Lacs. Her serve is over. Agard with the dig. Rydberg sets. Lynn looks for the kill, and this is just past Rogers. It's 14-3 now, Pine City. Lynn with the serve. It's over, dug up by Beanick. This is out of bounds off the dig from Beanick, and it's 15-3. Lynn readies, runs up on it. The serve is into the net. And Mille Lacs will get one back here, 15-4. Gabby Perkio will ready for the serve for the Raiders. Perkio serve is over. Dug up by the Dragons. Nearing the bleachers, but Lynn gets it over. Dug up by the Raiders. And pushing it across was Carlson. Blocked at the net by Rydberg and Carlson. It's back for the Raiders. Nick Wanebe, just a light tap across. Dug up by Hermanson to Rydberg. Jusak looks for it. It's blocked at the net. Strang keeps it alive. And Carlson looks for the kill. Oh, and that's down in between a couple of Dragons. Miscommunication for the Dragons. And it's 15-5. Gabby Perkio will go back to serve here for Mille Lacs. Perkio sets. Here's the serve. It is over. Lynn with the dig. Rydberg sets. And Jusak will look for the kill. This one is dug up by Strang to Rogers. And now Carlson. Oh! Carlson, talking to Strang, said, "That's my bad." She thought Strang was going to come up from behind her and get the kill, but unfortunately fell just short. Rydberg readies for the set now. And her serve is over, dug up by Strang to Rogers. And Nick Wanebe pushes it across, but it's out of bounds. Rocco and Nick Wanebe were both there. I think they kind of had a miscommunication there, as well as they kind of both looked like they were going to go after it, but both kind of pulled back off the hit. Rydberg's serve will go out of bounds. Sheck will check in for Ava Rogers. And Katie Rockel is back to serve. 18-5, Pine City with the lead. Rockel with the serve, dug up by Agard. Rydberg and Staber will hit it across, blocked at the net by the Raiders, kept alive. It's Sheck looking for the kill. Nobody there for Pine City. And it makes it 17-7. Katie Rockel with the serve. This one goes into the net. (18-7). Pine City leads. Carly Jusak readies the serve. She gets the okay. And the serve is over. Dug up by Strang. To Larson. To Sheck. Dug up by Jusak. Nearing the net, Rydberg. Nearly touches the net, but make sure she doesn't. Hermanson with the kill. Goes off of Beanick's dig and gets down out of bounds. 19-7. Maggie Smetna will check into the game for Abby Agard. She'll go to the front line with Staber and Hermanson. Jusak back to serve. There's the whistle. And the serve. It is over. Dug up by Strang to Nick Winebe. And that's Carlson who pushes it across. Linda's there for the dig. Rydberg and Staber looks for the kill. Oh, Larson and Beanick, watch it go right in between them. They both kind of thought each other was going to get it, but unfortunately, that was not the case. Just a miscommunication there. (20-7). Third set. And we go back to the scorer's table real quick for something. Looks like they're going to get things figured out here. The whistle for Jusak's serve, and it is over. Dug up by Strang, back across the net. Smetna with the dig. Rydberg sets. Hermanson looks for the kill. Blocked by Nick Winebe. Nice job by her. Rydberg again sets. Smetna looks for the kill. Beanick keeps it alive. It's nearing the bleachers, but Sheck is there to keep it alive. Now Carlson gets it across. Lynn with the dig. Rydberg. Hermanson looks for the kill. Beanick dig. Nick Winebe touches it across. Jusak with the diving dig, but we're going to get, a double hit on the side of the Raiders. Again, I didn't see it. It looked clean to me, but too close to call. Summer Thiemann checks in for Chloe Lynn. 21-7, the Dragons lead here in set number 3. They lead 2-0. Carly Jusak back to serve, and the serve is over. Beanick with the dig. To Larson. Nick Winebe for the kill, and Hermanson had the initial block, but just could not keep it alive. Nick Winebe with the kill there, and she'll go back to serve. 21-8. There's the whistle for the okay. She'll dribble it twice, and there's the serve. So we get a whistle on the Raiders. I'm gonna make it 22-8. Sounds like their front line was not in the correct spots when the serve occurred. Madison Bombard is back to serve now for Pine City. She checks in for Emma Hermanson. Serve is over. Beanick gets the dig to Larson, and Strang looks for the kill, but just a little too much oomph on that one. And it's 23-8. Bombard with the serve. It is over. Beanick gets the dig to Larson now, and Carlson will get the hit back across. Rydberg is there for the dig. Staber to Maggie Smetna, and that's dug up by the Raiders. Touched across by Carlson, and that's going to get in. And the Raiders will get one back. 23-9. And looks like Pine City's going to call a timeout here. And while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to Volleyball on WCMP.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Back in the third set, 23-9 Dragons lead, but the Raiders just got a point back. And back to serve will be Jenna Carlson for the Raiders. We'll get a massive substitution here. For the Dragons, checking in is Piper Metling. Lynn checks back in for Thiemann, and also checking in is Megan Brose for Carly Jusak. So now it's Lind, Smetna, Metling, Brose, Rydberg, and Bombard out there for the Dragons. As Jenna Carlson gets set to serve, it goes into the net, and that's going to be match point now for the Dragons, 24-9. And back to serve will be Piper Metling, I apologize. Piper Metling with the serve, it's over. Nikwanebe gets the dig. Two Raiders are there after it, but Scheck gets it back across. Bombard with the dig, and Lynn looks for the kill, and that's going to do it. So the Dragons sweep the Raiders here. They win set number 3, 25-9, and they win this match 3-0. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, I'll give you the recap of the game and let you know what's coming up for WCMP. Of course, you're listening to Volleyball right here on WCMP.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Pine Technical and Community College is celebrating College Knowledge Month the whole month of October. Are you still undecided about where or what you want to go to school for? You are not alone. You are part of the 75% of American college students who are undecided or change their major at least once. Pine Technical and Community College will be hosting a series of events throughout the month to help you get prepared. Are you ready to make the choice to change your future? Visit pine.edu/College Knowledge Month.
Who remembers the Awesome Burger? It's back at your favorite A&W family restaurant in Pine City. A 1/3 pound bacon double cheeseburger topped with American cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and topped with our awesome crunchy golden brown onion rings. Make it a combo with hot seasoned french fries and a drink. Don't forget to top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer all in a frosty mug. Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W family restaurant in Pine City.
A Lennox heat pump from Dale's Heating and Appliance is the perfect solution to your summer cooling and spring or fall heating needs. With rebates up to $1,250 from East Central Energy, now is the best time to have the energy experts from Dale's install a Lennox heat pump in your home. Visit the showroom in downtown Pine City or online at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask about rebates from East Central Energy today. Dale's Heating and Appliance, where consistent comfort is key.
Skol! Froggy's is the place to be on game day because they've got free drawings for prizes every quarter for Minnesota football games. Located in beautiful downtown Pine City, Froggy's is where food, friends, and family come together, especially for game day. Open every day at 11 a.m. with the best daily specials around. Follow them on Facebook for the latest happenings and upcoming events. It's always hoppin' at Froggy's.
Lake State Repair in Rush City performs all types of repairs and maintenance services for your truck and trailers, including Class 8 trucks and trailers. When looking for a local company with friendly staff that goes above and beyond to help you, it's going to be Lake State Repair in Rush City. They also can do your annual DOT inspections. So what are you waiting for? Get that repair done with Lake State Repair. Call them at 320-358-3195. Like them on Facebook today, Lake State Repair.
Back in Pine City, the Dragons sweep the Mille Lacs Raiders here tonight in 3 straight sets. Set number 1, 25-8, 25-15 in set number 2, and this third and final set went their way 25-9. Of course, it was senior night, and they honored Megan Mako and Samantha Tacker. Neither played tonight. Tacker was out sick. Mako was unable to play here tonight, but again, a good outing here for the Pine City Dragons as they get the victory 3-0. So they should hold on to that number 4 seed in the section playoffs here coming up in a little bit. Of course, that'll be on the 27th when they will play their first section playoff matchup, and they should host Moose Lake Willow River after, especially the win tonight. They should hold on to that number 4 seed, and they will play host to whoever they play on October 27th at 7 p.m. And then they will move on to whoever is the high seed if they win that game on October 29th. So they'll play next Wednesday and possibly next Friday as well. Will the Dragons, coming up for WCMP though, tomorrow night, we have a big slate of games. Only 2 tomorrow night for you, but they are huge. Pine City will welcome in their rival Mora Mustangs tomorrow night. That should be a good one. Mora hasn't played in 2 weeks, so they're well rested and ready to play. And then in the other game that will be on 100.9 FM will be Rush City. They will host the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, and both of those teams are undefeated in the top 15 in their class right now. So it is looking good for the tomorrow's slate of games. I'm looking at it at the Mora Zimmerman game right now. Mora leads 2-1, and it looks like it is a 24-22 lead for the Mustangs in set number 4. So the Mustangs look to get the victory in that one as well. Bram got the victory tonight over Hinckley Finlayson 3-0. So outright champions of the Great River Conference are the Rush City Tigers. Congratulations to them on the Great River Conference crown. But again, stay tuned to WCMP, the morning show with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates from around the listening area. We will get you that, plus some regional sports as well. And of course, stay tuned tomorrow night. We got a big slate of football games to end the regular season. But in our game, the final Pine City sweeps Mille Lacs here tonight in 3 straight sets, and they will get the victory and look to hold on to that number 4 seed in the section playoffs. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors as well, as we cannot do it without them, so thank them so much for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Again, we won't be able to come out here and cover any of these games if it wasn't for them. The final, once again, here in Pine City, the Dragons over the Mille Lacs Raiders, 3-0. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Sponsors as well, as we cannot do it without them, so thank them so much for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Again, we won't be able to come out here and cover any of these games if it wasn't for them. The final, once again, here in Pine City, the Dragons over the Mille Lacs Raiders, 3-0. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.